Welcome back, learners, to another deep dive from your friends here at the New York Times Bestseller AI Book Club. Today, we're doing something a little different, something special for all you fiction fans out there.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be fun.
We're diving headfirst into the current top 15 fiction bestsellers. Think of this as like your express pass to sounding brilliant at your next book club meeting.
Right. Like you've read all 15 of them, but really we've done all the work for you.
Exactly. We've processed a mountain of reviews and summaries. Our mission, to give you the essence of each book, the core idea, the vibe. We'd love it all, spoiler-free, of course.
Yeah, spoiler-free is key. We don't want to ruin the fun, right?
Right. So get ready for a rapid-fire tour of compelling stories, historical dramas, steamy romances, maybe even discover your next must-read. Let's unpack this bestseller list, starting with Dragons.
Oh, yeah, I gotta love a good dragon.
All right. First up, Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros.
Yeah.
Now, imagine a world where your survival depends on bonding with a dragon. One reluctant young woman has to defy expectations or face certain death.
High stakes right from the start. I like it.
So we've got dragon riders, dangerous training, forbidden romance, just a few of the themes you can expect. This book throws Violet Soaringale, who is, meant for a quiet, scholarly life, right into the perilous world of the Rider Quadrant. She has to bond with a dragon to survive the Academy's deadly trials, navigate complex relationships, including a tense connection with the powerful and brooding Godin Riorsan.
Oh, I sense some romantic tension brewing already.
Definitely. So Fourth Wing is action-packed fantasy with like a strong romantic subplot told from Violet's point of view.
First person always pulls me right in.
Me too, me too.
Yeah.
So if you're into fantasy romance with a strong female lead and intricate world building, this one's for you. Expect excitement, tension, that kind of like delicious romantic yearning.
Okay, on to the next one. Hit me.
Okay. Still soaring high on the bestseller list is Iron Flame, also by Rebecca Yarros. So the challenges of dragon riding, they like intensify,
Yeah.
right? As new threats emerge, our young rider is forced to confront secrets and make, impossible choices.
I'm already stressed for her.
Right. So Iron Flame dives deeper into the political landscape, the true nature of the dangers facing Navarre. Violet's bond with her dragon strengthens. She navigates shifting alliances, uncovers startling revelations, expect higher stakes, more intense action, a deeper exploration of the characters and their relationships.
So basically everything we loved about Fourth Wing, but like more.
More. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. More intense, still fantasy, still that ongoing romantic tension, and, still told from Violet's perspective. So those captivated by the first book, those eager for more of the world, more of the characters, more of the escalating conflicts, Iron Flame is your next obsession. Expect suspense that'll keep you up at night, anxiety, but, also that unwavering determination from Violet.
Yeah, I love a determined protagonist.
Me too. Okay. Last one of the trilogy, for now at least, we have Onyx Storm, again by Rebecca Yarros.
Okay, let's see what Violet's up to now.
So the war, it escalates. The lines between friend and foe, they just vanish. And our young rider, she has to embrace the full might of her power to protect everything she loves.
Oh man, seems epic.
It is. The themes here are sacrifice, war, and inner strength. The Empyrean series continues, with Violet facing even greater threats. The story demands more from her dragons. You can expect significant challenges, those tough decisions with lasting consequences. And there's more exploration of the world's lore and magic system. The emotional bonds between the characters, they'll be tested as the fight for survival intensifies. This one's epic fantasy with, like, high emotional stakes. A real focus on personal growth amidst the chaos. So, loyal fans, those ready for a darker, more complex chapter, Onyx Storm is waiting for you. Expect desperation, courage, and unwavering loyalty.
Sounds like an emotional roller coaster.
It is. Okay, now let's switch gears completely. Ready for some contemporary romance?
Always ready for some romance.
All right, perfect. So next up is The Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. The Hook. A diver's carefully controlled life is thrown into, like, thrilling chaos by an unexpected connection with a captivating and observant swimmer.
Opposites attract.
Oh, you know it. So we've got opposites attract, control versus vulnerability, hidden desires, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Competitive diver Scarlett finds herself drawn to the quiet intensity of Olympic swimmer Lucas Blomqvist. Their connection, it sparks unexpectedly, revealing, hidden depths, a shared attraction to control and vulnerability. Expect witty banter, steamy encounters, and a journey of self-discovery as Scarlett grapples with her desires.
Sounds like a fun, sexy read.
It is, it is. So it's a steamy and humorous contemporary romance, largely from Scarlett's point of view, her internal thoughts and, physical attraction.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of smart, sensual romance with relatable characters and a touch of kink, dive into the deep end. You'll find lust, intrigue, and a whole lot of self-acceptance.
Okay, sign me up. What's next?
All right, let's get a little darker now. Verity by Colleen Hoover.
Oh, I've heard so much about this one.
Yeah, it's really popular. So the hook here, a struggling writer is hired to complete a best-selling series by an injured author. But she uncovers shocking secrets hidden within the family's seemingly idyllic home.
Oh, secrets in a seemingly perfect home. That's always a recipe for disaster.
It is. So we're dealing with psychological suspense, unreliable narrators, dark family secrets, all that juicy stuff. Lawhon Ashley takes on the task of finishing Verity Crawford's popular book series. But while she's living in the Crawford home, researching, she discovers a disturbing autobiography full of, chilling confessions.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the lines between truth and fiction, they just blur. Lawhon starts to question everything she thought she knew about the seemingly perfect Crawford family. This one's a dark, suspenseful, psychological thriller. It's told from alternating perspectives, and let me tell you, it's packed with unsettling revelations.
So if you're into twists and turns that keep you guessing until the very end...
Verity is a must-read. You'll experience unease, suspicion, and definitely some shock.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list. What else have we got?
All right, sticking with suspense, let's check out The Housemaid by Freida McFadden. Imagine this, an ex-convict finds work as a housemaid for a wealthy family. But she quickly learns that their secrets are way more dangerous than her own past.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
So we've got domestic suspense, class dynamics, hidden motives. Millie, desperate for a job, takes a position as a live-in housemaid for this, seemingly perfect family, the Winchesters. But she soon realizes that Nina Winchester is, well, let's just say not so stable. And the family's secrets, they are twisted. Millie gets caught in this web of lies and potential danger.
So another one where things are not what they seem.
Exactly. This is a fast-paced domestic thriller, full of unreliable characters, shocking plot twists. If you love those page-turners that keep you on the edge of your seat, The Housemaid is definitely worth checking out. You'll feel anxiety, distrust, and a constant sense of anticipation.
Okay, I need something lighter after that one.
Perfect. Let's take a more heartfelt turn with The Wedding People by Alison Espach.
Okay, a wedding. That sounds nice.
So a woman attends a lavish wedding as a favor, right? But her plans for a quiet, solitary weekend, they're turned upside down by this, eccentric and interconnected wedding party.
So it's not so solitary after all.
Nope. The themes here are grief, connection, and unexpected friendships. Phoebe, still reeling from personal loss, agrees to help with this big wedding, thinking she'll just, keep to herself. But the quirky and emotionally open members of the wedding party, they just draw her in. They force her to confront her own grief and, consider new possibilities for connection, even joy.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It is. It's character-driven, a blend of humor and poignant reflection. If you appreciate stories about human connection and finding light in unexpected places, The Wedding People is a beautiful choice. Expect to feel melancholy, amusement, and a gentle sense of hope.
Perfect. Okay, I'm ready for another heavy hitter now.
Okay, you got it. Let's step back in time with The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah.
Oh, a classic.
Imagine two sisters in Nazi-occupied France. They take drastically different paths of resistance, showing courage and resilience in the face of, unimaginable hardship.
That's such a powerful premise.
It is. The dominant themes are World War II, sisterhood, and resistance. Vianne Mauriac, she struggles to survive in her small occupied village, while her rebellious younger sister Isabelle joins the French resistance in Paris. Their experiences really highlight different forms of courage, the devastating impact of war on, ordinary lives. It showcases the strength of the human spirit and that enduring bond between sisters.
I always find stories about siblings so compelling.
Me too. So it's historical fiction, very emotionally driven, focused on women's wartime experiences. If you're interested in World War II fiction with strong female characters, themes of survival and bravery, The Nightingale is powerful. Prepare to feel heartbreak, admiration, and a deep sense of resilience.
Wow. Okay, what's next on our list?
Let's delve into a historical mystery with the Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. The Hook. In a remote 18th century Maine community, a midwife, also a healer, investigates the mysterious death of a man pulled from the frozen river. And she uncovers dark secrets and long-held resentments.
18th century Maine, huh? That's a unique setting.
It is. So our themes are historical mystery, a rural community, and secrets and lies. Martha Ballard, this respected midwife in a small Maine settlement, finds herself drawn into the investigation of Joshua Burgess's death. As she navigates the tight-knit community, her diary entries reveal a world of, complex relationships, hidden truths, those simmering tensions that may have led to murder.
Oh, a diary entry format. That's interesting.
Yeah, it really adds to the atmosphere. So this one is atmospheric historical fiction, with that element of mystery, all told through the perspective of this detailed diary. If you enjoy historical fiction with a strong sense of place and, a compelling central mystery, the frozen river awaits. Expect intrigue, suspense, and a real glimpse into the past.
Sounds fascinating. Okay, are we back to romance now?
We are. Let's check out Story of My Life by Lucy Score.
Okay, hit me with the hook.
Okay, so a romance author struggling with writer's block, she finds inspiration and unexpected passion when she returns to her quirky hometown. And of course, she reconnects with a captivating figure from her past.
Second chance romance. I'm here for it.
Right. So second chances, small town romance, self-discovery. Those are the big themes here. Romance writer Hazel. She moves back to her hometown hoping to overcome her creative slump. She finds herself drawn to Cam, this charismatic local, and their connection, it reignites old feelings, sparks new desires.
Sounds sweet.
It is. It's humorous, it's steamy, and, it's focused on character development and witty dialogue. If you're looking for lighthearted and sensual romance with relatable characters and that small-town charm, Story of My Life is delight. Expect amusement, desire, and that warm, fuzzy feeling.
All right, I'm ready for our next pick. What have we got?
So unfortunately, we don't have enough information on Wildside by Elsie Silver to give you a proper summary today. But we'll move on to Broken Country by Clare Leslie Hall.
Okay.
The hook. Picture rural England in the 1960s. A woman navigates complex family relationships, forbidden love, and the weight of unspoken secrets.
1960s England. Sounds intriguing.
Oh, it is. So family drama, forbidden romance, rural life. Those are the big themes. The story is set in that shifting social landscape of 1960s England. We follow a woman entangled in a complicated relationship with a man named Gabriel, while also dealing with the demands of her farm life, her family, including her husband Frank. The narrative hints at past loves, family resentments, and, the challenges of maintaining connections amidst personal desires and societal expectations.
Wow, a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a layered story. So it's evocative, character-driven, explores emotional nuances. If you enjoy character-focused dramas with elements of romance and a strong sense of place, Broken Country offers a compelling look at rural life and hidden desires. Expect longing, tension, and a touch of nostalgia.
Okay, I'm adding that to my to-read list for sure. What's next?
All right, let's dive into Online Obsession with Lights Out by Navessa Allen.
Ooh, sounds a little creepy.
A woman's fascination with an online connection takes a very dangerous turn when boundaries blur between, fantasy and reality, and it leads to this, high-stakes game of cat and mouse.
That's unsettling.
It is. So the themes are obsession, power dynamics, blurred lines of consent. Allie becomes the focus of someone's intense interest online. And this person starts to, infiltrate her life in increasingly unsettling ways. What begins as online curiosity, it escalates into physical intrusion, psychological games. Allie's forced to confront her own desires and fears as she tries to understand and, escape this person who's become fixated on her.
Sounds like a total nightmare.
It kind of is. So it's dark and suspenseful, with elements of psychological thriller, exploration of, complex relationship dynamics. If you enjoy stories that explore the darker side of human connection, themes of control and vulnerability, Lights Out will definitely grip you. Expect fear, intrigue, and a real sense of violation.
Okay, I need a palate cleanser after that one. What's next?
All right, back to suspense. We go with The Crash by Freida McFadden.
Okay, I'm ready for another thriller.
Imagine this. After a car accident during a blizzard, a pregnant woman finds herself trapped in a remote house with, seemingly helpful strangers.
Okay.
But they might be hiding sinister intentions.
Of course they are.
Right. So we're dealing with suspense, isolation, the kindness and cruelty of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Pregnant Tegan survives this car crash, right? And she's taken in by this couple, Polly and Hank. But as the blizzard rages on, Tegan starts to suspect that her rescuers may have ulterior motives. She's far from safe in their isolated home. She has to unravel their secrets to protect herself and, her unborn child.
Talk about a bad situation.
Right. So this one is a claustrophobic and suspenseful thriller, really focused on the protagonist's growing fear and desperation. If you love suspenseful stories set in isolated locations, with the protagonist facing imminent danger, The crash will keep you on the edge of your seat. The emotional pull is fear, vulnerability, and that primal will to survive.
Wow. Okay. What's our final book today?
Okay, our last bestseller takes us to a psychiatric ward with Ward D, also by Freida McFadden. The Hook. A medical student. She's working an overnight shift in a psychiatric ward. She finds herself trapped in a very dangerous situation when a patient with violent tendencies escapes his seclusion room.
Ooh, that sounds terrifying.
It is. So psychological thriller, medical setting, confinement, and escape. Those are our key themes. Amy, our medical student, faces a terrifying night shift when this, seemingly dangerous patient manages to get out of his locked room. Strange things start happening, and communication with the outside world, it's cut off. Amy has to rely on her wits to survive the night and uncover the truth about what's happening in Ward D.
Hey, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Right. So Ward D is a tense and suspenseful medical thriller, very focused on psychological unease and, fear of the unknown. If you enjoy those fast-paced thrillers set in confined spaces with a protagonist in a vulnerable position, Ward D delivers gripping suspense. Expect paranoia, terror, and that desperate fight for safety.
Wow. Okay, so there you have it, learners.
Your rapid-fire deep dive into the current top 15 New York Times fiction bestsellers.
Brought to you, of course, by the New York Times bestseller AI Book Club. We hope this is giving you a taste of the stories captivating readers right now. And maybe, just maybe, you found your next must-read.
Right. Which of these literary adventures sounds most intriguing to you? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Head over to our social media and let us know. What are you currently reading? What genres do you, always gravitate towards?
And don't forget, supporting authors and our book club is super easy. You can find affiliate links to purchase all the books we discussed today right in the show notes. Your support helps us bring you more of these deep dives into the world of bestsellers.
Absolutely. And if you enjoyed this peek into the bestseller list, be sure to like and subscribe for more insightful literary explorations. We're always diving deep, trying to bring you the most valuable nuggets of bookish knowledge.
Until next time, happy reading.
And support great stories via affiliate links.